Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mama Eve, and today's a good day. Today's a great day. Today is a fabulous day. But what's more important? Today is your day. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's see who will be here for this segment of Behind the Sacred Desk of Mama, Life of a Spiritualist. And baby, do I have a letter to read tonight. Letter to read tonight. I might just do two of them. We'll see how time goes. We'll see how the time goes. Y'all three, give me some thumbs up. No names, but you still can put them thumbs up. All right. Let's see who's gonna be the first one. The first name that I see. And I'm not gonna be on here long. We're gonna tackle these letters. Now, let me tell you, if you're new to this channel, on Friday night, this is a new segment. And with how it works, y'all hear my dog. How it works is you are some folks have been writing or emailing me their letters. Hello, hello, hello. And no names, no city states. I'm up in the air about that. No zip codes, no phone numbers. But if your letter is selected, then I'm going to read it and I'm going to give you some advice. Now, this advice is only my advice. All right. So, uh, I'm sorry. I am on live, but I need you to get chance at 11, please. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. But y'all, this is live, so things happen. Okay. So you email me a letter. I am so sorry, y'all. So sorry. Let me get this phone call. Mm-mm-mm. I'm coming. All right. Took care of that. Hopefully it won't ring anymore. All right. Hey, Jay, Eve, Rosa Venus. Hello, 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 hello. So I have a full house tonight. I have a lot of activity here. Um, I'm, yes, please just tell him to get a chance. I keep telling him I'm on live. He's not reading my messages, y'all. I get irritated. Okay, so you send in a letter. I'll read it and give you my spiritual advice or my advice, the best way that I know how. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. All right. So now maybe some of the distractions are gone so that I can focus on these letters. But before I do, just to set the mood, I'm gonna light me a candle and I am going to light me some incense before I even get started, y'all. Because this is a busy house. I got grandkids, I got great grandkids, I got dog running around, I got the phones ringing. Whew. But y'all wanted live. Y'all got live. The household of Mama Eve. I love it. All right. So thank y'all for being so patient and understanding. All right. Y'all ready for this letter? Are y'all really ready for this letter? All right. Here we go. And like I said, I might just answer 2 letters tonight, because both of these letters, I think it's going to be kind of short. The answer's going to be short, but actually it's only supposed to be 15 minutes or so anyway. All right, let's get to the first letter. The first letter is titled, Can You Help Me? Can you help me? Dear Mama Eve, I have grown up in a Christian household. About 3 years ago, I decided to follow my own spiritual path. I am very sad that I cannot share this with my family and close friends in fear that they will judge me. Can you help me by telling me how I can break the news? Let me read it again. Dear Mama Eve, I have grown up in a Christian household. About 3 years ago, I decided to follow my own spiritual path. I am very sad that I cannot share this with my family and close friends in fear that they will judge me. Can you help me by telling me how I can break the news? Kisses, LOL. All right, baby. So, what would be my advice for this letter? Let's take a look at it. You're growing up in a Christian household, and about 3 years ago, I decided to follow my own path. I'm very sad that I cannot share this with my family and close friends. Well, that's a very hard thing to that's a hard way to have um to live. um One of the things here is you have to be comfortable with your gift and what you decide to do. Now, I don't know the age of the person that sent me this letter. Now, if you're underage, you kind of, well, you should be abiding by your parents' rules. If you're underage, if there's no incense, if there's no candles, then as hard as this is to say, you have to be obedient to your parents. If you are, or this person is of age, if you're living in your own home, or because it doesn't say anything about where you're living now, it just say you grew up in a Christian household. Well, a lot of us have grew up in Christian households. All right. And a lot of the things that we practice, actually, we use some of that theology to do what we do. So it's not that we don't have a knowledge of some of the things that we learned growing up. Is you can take some of those things that we learned and apply them to your spiritual journey. Um, Being accepted or not being judged. At a point when you get confident in who you are and what you believe, you're really not going to care what other people say, whether they believe the way you believe or not. But that comes with spiritual growth. that comes with you'll come to a period in your life where, hey, this is who I am, this is what I believe. You don't have to be on the bandwagon with me, but you're not going to change what I believe. That's being confident in what you believe. Once you get to this point, baby, you won't have to hide. I had this conversation with somebody just yesterday. They really wanted to come out. They wanted to come out the spiritual closet, but they didn't know how people would receive them, or how they would look at this person. And I said, well, listen, anything that you do and you too worried about what another person think about what you're doing, you might want to take a step back and research yourself. Because no matter what you do, if you was a starch Christian, if you was a starch believer of something else, there is going to be some criticisms. There is going to be someone out there that's going to have something negative to say. That's just how people are. Becoming a spiritual butterfly is rough, it's hard, but if it's part of you, it's part of you. So listen, if you one of my little honey buns, you're just going to have to put some of the things to the back burner. Keep studying, keep learning. Maybe not applying what you learn, but keep learning. But if you're an adult, especially if you're in your own home, you have privacy. And there's even other ways you can get around if you're not ready to come out that spiritual closet, which, according to this letter, I think that you're ready. I feel that you're ready. And if you're ready, you just got to tell them, listen, this is me. This is who I am. This is my assignment. This is it. Now, remember, you don't have to be rude. People are afraid of what they don't understand. People are afraid of things that's different. And growing up in a Christian home, a lot of the things that we do as spiritualists, people would say, oh, that is totally demonic, which is not the truth. You cannot tell me about something if you don't do it yourself. But understand, baby, until you feel comfortable in who you are and what you believe, you will always live under an umbrella. Always. And if they're truly, let's get to this part. And my close friends, if they're your close friends and they're really your friends, all friends don't think alike. All friends don't imitate each other all the time. It's fine to be different than your friends. It's absolutely okay. But your friends should accept it, whether they believe it or do not believe it, whether they're not even on a spiritual journey or not. If I'm your friend and I want to sit down and have a conversation with you and say, listen, I've been burning them candles on Mondays. And if they walk out their life, if they walk out your life, baby, they're not your true friend. And I will say, family are some of the hardest people to bend, because of memories, because of your background. They can be some of the hardest ones. So your friends may accept it much quicker than your family will. And I know that that sounds crazy, but it is the truth. Especially if the whole family grew up um, under the Christian um, teachings. It's going to be hard for you, but you just, once you grow up and once you accept who you are, this is what I want. Hey, and guess what? If you find 5 years down the road, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't, then guess what? That's you. And you don't have to. What is so important, you don't have to forget some of the things that you learned. Some of the things that you learned, a lot of it. A lot of us use the Bible for what we do. And it's not just the book of Psalms. A lot of us use that. And mostly everybody on this channel, not everybody, but there is a lot of us, our backgrounds, we started in the church and the church as a building. The majority started in the church. If you're practicing hoodoo, you're going to need the Bible, you're going to need scriptures. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Be proud. Be proud of what you believe. Be proud of who you are. And in right time, when you feel comfortable and you done growed up, you're not going to care what nobody think. Now, second letter. Please help me. This is the title. Please help me, please, Mama Eve. And they got about 16 E's and a question mark and emojis and everything else. Dear Mama Eve, I am involved with a very loving partner. However, I have found out that there is a third party involved. Should I put a spell on them? Please let me know, Mama. Should you put a spell on that third party? Should you put a spell on them? And let's look at this for a minute. You're involved with the love of your life. You're involved with a person that y'all clicking, y'all vibing, y'all everything is smooth. But then you find out that there is a third party. Well, baby, I guess everything wasn't clicking, everything wasn't vibing, and everything wasn't smooth. So you want to know if I should get, I should you if I should give the approval to you to put a spell on this third party. Well, what about your partner? We don't know if the third party even know about you. They may be aware, but they may not. There may be a demon involved with this. That demon may be the demon of lies and deception. The third party they could have been told that they were single. Just because you became aware does not mean that third party is aware of you. Now, why is it always the third party that's the one that takes the brink of everything? I wonder about that. Maybe you should put a spell on your partner. Maybe you should pray that this man or this woman, the spirit of truth would overtake them. The spirit of exposure, so that they would just tell the whole truth, because it did not say how, the letter didn't say how you found out. And so there's a good possibility that that partner, be it male or female, could be the one that's guilty, but not even telling the other person. I just feel that. I just feel like the other person didn't even know about you. I just have that deep feeling. So, no, I don't think you should put a spell, a curse, a jinx on that third party. I think your attention need to be more on your loving partner. Mm-mm. Find out the truth. But once, even though you find out the truth and you find out she or he did know about you, I would take a deeper look at what other lies you've been told. I don't know how many years y'all been together. I don't know if it was weeks. I don't know if it was months. I don't know, because it's not in the letter. But what I will tell you is, don't put a spell. And I'm going to tell you this too. You don't know what your partner or the third party, they might have some protection. And you don't want to get into that tangle. You don't want to do that. So no, baby, don't consider putting a spell on the third party. It's not worth it. Because if he did it once, he or she did it once, it's a good possibility that he or she or he will do it again. Can people change? Absolutely. I wish the letter would have been more in depth. I wish we would have found out how you found out about the third party. Then maybe it would have been different, but it's still the way that you wrote the letter. I'm just feeling that the third party did not know about you. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Hmm. We got to be careful with putting spells on people. We got to be careful. What about if this person is totally innocent? What would happen then? If this person is totally in the blue, just like you've been. And here's another thing that's coming to me. Maybe that's not the only one. Maybe it's a fourth party, fifth party, sixth party. Are we putting spells on everybody but the one person that need to be honest and true? Baby, don't consider it. Because there's nothing worse than doing something to somebody and they're innocent. There is no, 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 no. We don't do that. We don't do that. Now, something's coming to me. I want to know if you put a spell on him to get him. Wow, this is deep. Did you do magic to get him, but not magic to keep him? So this really could be a can of worms to open up. And there's many different facets to this. Because if you did some magic to get him, but didn't do magic to keep him, then who's to blame? Even if you didn't do magic to keep him, but you did magic to get him, who's to blame? Because that was a mess. And you got a mess. So we have to be careful. Listen, bit of advice to everybody. We have to be very careful with doing things to manipulate one's will. All right. I'm talking to the spiritual folks now. Okay. There is a misconception that just women do love spells. No, men do them just the same. You can do things to draw somebody to you, but eventually might wear off. I've seen it so many ways. I've seen magic put people together and then it becomes a whole catastrophe. And the person, they want to get away from the person, but they can't. How about waiting until that right person come into your life? Because you can. People do it all the time. You can burn candles. You can, women, we have things that we can do. Men, you have things that you can do. And as crazy as it seems, I've seen these things work. And I've seen people come behind my desk or beside my desk or sit with me at my desk. That they have somebody, but now they don't know how to get rid of them. Because they didn't know it was going to turn out the way that it turned out. So, baby, if you did magic, because you know about magic, how I know you know about magic is because you just said in this letter, in this email, should I put a spell on the third party? So you know something, you know enough to know that you can put a spell on the third party, then you know enough that you can put a spell on your partner. Or you did put a spell on your partner. But baby, what you got is a mess. Got a mess. In the same way that you could do that to draw a person, somebody else could. Believe me. What I want you to know, God, be careful. got to be careful. So I said all that to say this. Should I put a spell on the third party? Absolutely not. I would take a deep look. And I probably would get out the whole thing. Yes, I understand this person is the love of your life. But baby, if they are the love of your life, they sure doing you wrong. All right? So, who knows if your letter will be next week? Y'all send your letters in. Just matter of sitting down typing. Typing me a little email or text or whatever you want to call it to dearmamaeve@gmail.com. Never know what week I'll read your letter. It could be about anything at all. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion, but it's just my opinion. Well, I'm not a therapist, but I'm a spiritual therapist. All right? Physical, no. All right? I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. Being a spiritualist, we come across many clients. We deal with many different situations. A lot of them are unbelievable. A lot will make you cry. A lot will make you laugh. And a lot will make you say, But that's our lives. That's what we do. And we do what we do. And hopefully we enjoy doing it. So I want to give y'all a taste of some of the things we deal with. Some of the things on a daily basis we hear, we see, we address. So don't hold back. Send in those letters. Got a few. No names, no cities. Even though the letter that I got today did have names, but they did say, cross the names out. But send in that letter. You got a situation, you don't know what to do? Let me help you. Maybe you have a testimony. Let me read it. We'll try to figure it out together. How about that? Right? What's the email? I'll type it. All right? It's simple. Dear Mama Eve at Gmail. Just take a second. And it could be about anything. If it is PG-13, put PG-13 so we will make sure that our little honey bunnies are not in the room. All right? There's very little stuff that I haven't heard of before. Believe me. Believe me. very little. And some stuff, ooh. But I'll try to do my best to give you my advice the best way I can. All right? So that's what I need. I need y'all to type in them letters. All right? And wait for your letter to be read. Okay? I'm going to get off here a minute and I'll be back just for a little bit of time. Maybe do something special tonight. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Send those letters in. Email me, text me, or whatever you call it. All right? Dear Mama Eve. And I'm sorry about all the distractions at first, but this is live, baby. Anything may happen at Mama Eve's house. I tell you, just love it. Who wouldn't love it? All right. Kisses. Mwah.